Hey, kid. A little young for a bartender, aren't you?
A little old for prom, aren't you?
Leaves are falling all around. Everything in here. Why the map?
This is the path that Ferdinand Magellan took to sail around the world.
You know your history.
It's the biggest treasure that's never been found.
5 billion, easy.
How you doing, Mr. Wahlberg?
Hey, how are you, sir? How's everything?
Pretty good. I gotta ask, because this football season here in LA, I mean, it's Super Bowl.
Wow.
I mean, what do you think about the whole Tom Brady retiring? Like, how as a
I'm
boss?
happy. I'm happy for him. I still think he's gonna come back and go play somewhere else, or maybe he'll just, one last hurrah in New England would be obviously at the top of my wish list. But he did so much for New England football, for Tampa in the short amount of time that he was there, for the NFL as a whole. He's obviously the greatest of all time, and I hope he just whatever he does after football, I know he's going to be successful. And, I couldn't be more appreciative of what he's done. And I'm excited to go to the Super Bowl. I loved watching the AFC and NFC championships. It's the first time I watched a football game where I didn't have any stress. I didn't lose my appetite. I wasn't upset. I didn't yell at my wife or my kids when something bad happened. I just enjoyed the games, and I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl with the same kind of just ability to watch it as a spectator as opposed to having such a vested interest in it.
Now it's been.
Who do you got?
I'm Rams all day. Don't make me pull out my gear.
Man, they look tough. That defense, man, if that defense shows up, they've got a good team all around, but Joe Burrow has been pretty incredible. I mean, between Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Patrick Mahomes, you're seeing a whole new level of play in the NFL. And Tom Brady, as much as I love him, he can't do what those kids do, It's pretty special. I don't think they'll ever do what he did either. Nobody's going to win 7, but it's pretty incredible what they can do, in and out of the pocket.
Yeah. Speaking of like what other people could do, it's been like literally 30 years since we seen you in a MC Hammer video, and then Too Legit to Quit and the Ben Stiller show.
32 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while, and you've done all these movies, but not a superhero movie. And your co-star is blown it up in Spider-Man. And I wonder if you go back to teenage Mark Wahlberg or young adult Mark Wahlberg, do you think that you could have given Spider-Man some justice?
Man, I would have done all them stunts and flown like that for real without any mask. And let me tell you, Tom Holland, he doesn't understand. I was doing this before he was born. You got to show me a little bit more respect to the old timer. You know what I mean? But no, I think it's amazing. I don't think I would have had the courage to come out of my trailer in one of those suits. I've always tried to do things that were grounded, and I wanted to do something kind of in that wish fulfillment space. But I wanted to do $6 Billion Man, where it was a real guy who could just do these incredible things that everybody else wished they could do, as far as the running and jumping and all that stuff. But it's tough to get a movie made, especially that one in particular. But hopefully I'll get it done in the future.
You look at all the roles you've done. I mean, what do you think that Tom could have done some justice to a role that you played, like, or been a good castmate in one of the movies? If you could look back and see that Tom did.
Well, any one of the ensembles, I think it really just depends. I think his wheelhouse and my wheelhouse were a little bit different. Even in the sports movies, he's a great athlete, but he doesn't play American football like I did in Invincible or boxing. I don't think, he maybe he could play Willie Pep, but he couldn't play Mickey Ward. But I think it just depends. He's got a great future ahead of him. Not only has he had a lot of success really early on, which is dangerous for a young actor, because where do you go from there? But he's found a way to balance that with small, really challenging, dramatic roles that's able to showcase his talent. So as much as I give him crap, I've never had a little brother. I'm the youngest of 9. He's got it going. He's doing really good, and he's also smart about what he's doing and how he's doing it. He's got a good head on his shoulders.
Love this movie, a lot of adventure. Can't wait till everybody get to see it so we can talk about it online, on Twitter and everything. Always a big fan of you, man. Can't wait to see all of the pictures, and I'm glad Tom Brady won't be breaking our heart no more.
Yeah, you know what? It was amazing that the Rams got out of Tampa with that win. I thought, oh my God, I was traveling with my daughter, and I was like, here we go again. 3 minutes left, down 14. They tied it up, and it was one of the few times where he got back in it, and they didn't finish the deal. But that was on the defense, so.
Thank you for your time, Mark.
All right, good luck with the Rams.